ょっといつもと趣が違いますね。
はい、ということで今日はですね、
なんかごっついまともな番組見た今な。
そうですか。そうじゃないでしょう。
そう？
今日はスペシャル版で陰謀ゴムショーという。
まともやな。いやそういうのは最近ちょっとないからな。
そうですか。
思うそうや。
いつもの方が随分まともなような気もしますけども、いやでも今日はすごいですね。すごくちゃんとした陰謀家の方々も。
そうだろ。ちゃんとした陰謀家で日本語おかしいか。
そうですか。もうこの辺でやめといたらやないかいって話になるじゃないですか。とんでもない話だと思う。あんなものはね、だと思いますよ。あんだけ国際社会に恥かいてね、おめ有権者の前にもう一遍出るなと。あんな二度と再び多分出られないと思う。出てきたら必ずあの VTR 流されますからね。その意味ではね、世の中にはやっちゃいけないことはあるんだって。ね、
辛坊さん今の放送するんですか？
しません。国際社会に恥かいてね、世の中にはやっちゃいけないことはあるんだ。国際社会に恥かいてね、世の中にはやっちゃいけないことはあるんだ。国際社会に恥かいてね、世の中にはやっちゃいけないことはあるんだ。国際社会に恥かいてね、世の中にはやっちゃいけないことはあるんだ。国際社会に恥かいてね、世の中にはやっちゃいけないことはあるんだ。国際社会に恥かいてね、世の中にはやっちゃいけないことはあるんだ。国際社会に恥かいてね、世の中にはやっちゃいけないことはあるんだ。国際社会に恥かいてね、世の中にはやっちゃいけないことはあるんだ。国際社会に恥かいてね、世の中にはやっちゃいけないことはあるんだ。国際社会に恥かいてね、世の中にはやっちゃいけないことはあるんだ。
なんかごっついまともな番組見た今な。
そうじゃないでしょう。
そう？
今日はスペシャル版で陰謀ゴムショーという。
まともやな。そういうのは最近ちょっとないからな。
そうですか。
思うそうや。
いつもの方が随分まともなような気もしますけど。陰
謀さんいらっしゃい。
And each and every one of you watching this, every single one of you, is just as important as the people who were our founding fathers. As that you are just as important as the Sons of Liberty who met in the 1770s to philosophize about freedom, to philosophize about a republic, to philosophize about a truly free country with a republic.
There's 1 billion people on the planet. It only takes one to change it. Are you the one? There may be everybody in your classroom bugging out. Your whole school may be on fire with kids wild and bringing guns in. But are you the one? Are you the one? Everybody's not going to make it. But you have an opportunity to save yourself.
Well, we don't have to look back thousands or even hundreds of years to see how dangerous this present-day situation is. We can look back to Bolshevik Russia. We can see the takeover by the Bolsheviks talking about the people's revolution, talking about the positive change. And Lenin came in and then Stalin. The fact is that over 40 million Russians between 1925 and 1940, good Russian, people who were Christians, people who had their own businesses, people who were educated, they were exterminated because they had their own business, because they were educated, because they believed in God's law. We can look over at Germany. Germany was in a very, very terrible economic situation, and this very charismatic leader called Adolf Hitler comes in. He makes the roads good, and he promises a better life for the people. And within 10 years, you see a completely nationalized, centralized, dictatorial situation where millions and millions of people were exterminated. And then we can go to Maoist China. Mao came in, he promised change, he promised a better life, and within 5 years, 60 million Chinese were exterminated. They don't teach that They don't teach that in the schools these days, and it wasn't that long ago. And I pray to God that this will not happen in the United States. And the way it won't happen is if you and your friends and all of us together take action to say no.
This brings us back to our initial question. Are we citizens of a great democracy, or is something more convoluted and sinister at work? Is there anything wrong with the best and the brightest controlling our country, or potentially in the near future the entire world? Are international financiers in control of our lives? Are they masters of the universe?
What's wrong with an elite ordering world events? There's a lot of things wrong with that. The American people, at least, have always been told that they control their own destiny through their elected representatives, but when you find their elected representatives behind closed doors, surrounded by armed guards who will not let the general public in, and they're making decisions that affect the future of the American people and the people of the world, then there are legitimate questions as to why this elite should be able to dictate things.
The whole point of one world government is to eliminate the concept of nationalism. Now, why is eliminating nationalism bad if it would eliminate war? Well, the reason is, if old British Lord Acton's axiom, that is, absolute power tends to corrupt absolutely.
If you could print $1 billion tomorrow, well, you could be a master of the universe. But you can't, because they have the monopoly. As long as they can print the money, as long as they can buy the New York Times, the Washington Post, congressmen, senators, presidents, then you can't compete against them. What have you got to offer?
If you have relatively few people governing your government, you don't have a democratic government, do you? You've got a secret cabal here who is governing the United States. And not just the United States, but the governments of England and France, Germany, all the European countries, less influence in Japan, but quite a bit there too. So it's a conspiracy against the people of the United States and of the Western world. What would you call it?
They want to be the masters of the universe, but there are a lot of people who don't want them to be.
They create money out of nothing. What a scam. They have so much money, they don't care about money. All they care about is power. All they care about is being able to control the political situation so it goes their way. But they still have not been able to succeed in America because of the wealth and the independence and the patriotic spirit of the American middle class. That's the only thing that's holding this world from a situation of total despotism.
But we have the internet, we've grown our numbers, the alternative media's exploded. That's why they're trying to move in to shut down and regulate and tax the web, but it's too late for them. They're playing in the 19th century, 20th century rules. It's the 21st century, the century of resistance to tyranny. And so it's going to be one hell of a fight with the people and free humanity on one side and the New World Order on the other. And every one of you out there counts, needs to be involved in this fight like nothing you've been involved with before, because this is life and death. Everything depends on exposing these people. Everything depends on showing the people that this is the New World Order, this is the criminals. We're dealing with the king rats here, the people that are carrying out tyranny worldwide. And either they fall or we fall. Either worldwide darkness and a new age of tyranny and oppression and with a scientific overlay, or a new age of liberty and freedom and a new renaissance. The choice is the people's out there. Okay, we can tell you what's going on. You can check it out for yourself and find out it's true. But don't wait. Investigate now. Get involved now. Go out there and reach out now. We don't have time. If you're looking for the solution, look in the mirror. Look right into the mirror, because you out there, men, women, old, young, black, white, doesn't matter. It's going to be up to you if they win or if liberty succeeds and the people have a chance of having any future. These are cold-blooded eugenicists. These are cold-blooded people who think they're God, think that they're our masters, that think that we're animals. These are the guys that funded Lenin and Stalin and Hitler and Mao. These are the guys, it's all on record, that bankroll this stuff. They are hardcore vicious, and they must be resisted.